What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand spanking new episode of Worlds TV. If you guys are new, make sure you follow us on our social media at Worlds TV on X and Instagram, and Worlds TV on TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Turn on bell notification to stay up to date with recent content on this channel. And today we got to talk about America's favorite TV uncle. Shannon Sharpe has finally broke his silence in regards after he got fired from ESPN on his popular hit YouTube show Nightcap after he had to settle a $20 million lawsuit with that 20-year-old OnlyFans thought by the name of Gabrielle Zuniga. So let's take a look at what your favorite uncle, Shannon Sharpe, had to say on his Nightcap YouTube show. Here we go.
Before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent.
All right, so you get the gist of the video. Pretty much he just wanted ESPN to keep it quiet until Monday, because obviously his older brother Sterling Sharpe, finally in a long overdue time, is finally getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. The first two brothers in professional football history to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. So again, that's a wonderful, great, and honor by the Sharpe family. But I get where he's come from. Listen, I made a video before, my last video, that where is the same level of criticism and backlash and vitriol and hate towards that 20-year-old OnlyFans star who willingly got into a consensual relationship with Shannon Sharpe? Do people all of a sudden forget what the word consensual means? Both of them agreed to do this. It was not illegal. It was just unethical. Yes, as wrong as Shannon Sharpe is for fucking with somebody that could be his grandchild, that 20-year-old legally grown adult is just as wrong for fucking with somebody who could be her grandfather. If she's old enough to sign up on an adult website and expose her body for money, damn near online prostitution, then she is old enough to know what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing fucking with Shannon Sharpe. That's why she held all those recordings. That's why she held all those text messages. She played him like a fool, and Shannon Sharpe fell for it. He is stupid, and it cost him not only his job, money, and reputation. Two of those things he probably can't get back, because he's 56, 57 years old. He's damn near approaching 60, and the news just keeps getting worse for America's favorite uncle. And it looks like, again, Shannon Sharpe is being hit with another lawsuit for $20 million after ESPN, the star, shamed woman over flirty video with Usher and wrongfully said her husband left her. And if you guys don't know, Usher was on his fucking tour when he was just serenading females in the crowd, caused a lot of controversy in people's households, a lot of divorces, because of why the fuck you letting a celebrity sing to you, touch you, and damn near kiss you like that. I think any man or woman would have a problem with this shit. Take a look at this right here. Like, bro, come on, you kidding me? Oh, hell no. Way too close for that. So yeah, I think anybody would have a problem. Just how again, man had problems with these women spending $1,000 just to have a meet and greet photo with Chris Brown, and Chris Brown was damn near grabbing him by the pussy lips. But women would say, "Oh, don't be insecure." But these are the same women that would get mad at you for liking girls' pictures on Instagram, but it's okay for them to have another man grab their ass. I digress. But let's take a look at this article from the Sun. Shannon Sharpe is being sued for 20 million after the former ESPN star shamed a woman over a viral flirty video with Usher and wrongfully alleged her husband left her over the incident. In court documents exclusively retained by the U.S. Sun, the woman Jamalti Tillman is suing Sharpe as well as his nightcap co-host Chad Ocho Single and the podcast production company. So she's getting three for the price of one. Shay Shay Media. Let's go right here. Just pictures. The woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status in court papers. Sharp 57 just settled a $50 million lawsuit with the woman who accused him of rape. So I was wrong. I thought it was $20 million. It was actually $50 million, half of 100 M's. That's absurd. And he was officially let go from his ESPN job on Wednesday. And Tillman's complaint, she explained on April 2nd, 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at an Usher Raymond concert where I interacted with the artist at a selective audience members. That was a lot more than a fan engagement. That was damn near an intimate moment. The interaction quickly went viral after fans noticed the intensity between Tillman and Usher and the fan moment. Obviously, rightfully so. I mean, come on, that man's damn near about to fucking kiss you for crying out loud. You're supposed to be a married woman. Following this event, the defendants made and dismissed decimated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in this audience experience. I'm not married, nor I'm currently going through a divorce. She went on to explain I was not married at the time of the fan participation moment during that Usher concert. I'm going to stop right there. So if you're not fucking married, this lawsuit is going nowhere. Because had it been defamation if you were married, and then they said those things. But it's just saying, hey, you're married and you're going through the force. They just lied. People get on the fucking internet and lie all the time. Now, as long as it's not causing, again, defamation of character or money or a job, then you can sue. But if this lady clearly says right here in bold, I am not married or no, I'm currently going through divorce, then this lawsuit is going to be null and void. It's going to be dismissed faster than you can fucking sneeze. This is just obviously a shakedown. She wants some money. She saw that white girl, that white 20-year-old OnlyFans hoe, got $50 million from Shannon Sharpe. So she wants to see how much money can she get from that piece of pie. It's not going anywhere. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. It's just these money-hungry, gold-digging bitches that just want to stack their bank account because they're too broke and too lazy to go to work the damn selves. Now, that's going to be quick, done, and over with. Now, let's get to the other juicy part. As with Shannon Sharpe's co-host on Nightcap, Chad Ochocinco could be Shannon Sharpe's replacement on the network. Yes, you heard it here correctly. According to Front Office Sports, a source with direct knowledge of the relationship between ESPN and Sharpe told Front Office Sports, adding Ochocinco could allow ESPN to retain Sharpe's audience after moving on from him. Now, again, I'm not going to read the whole article. You get the gist of it. ESPN's decision to part ways with Sharpe removes one of the first take viewership draws over the eve of a new NFL season, but there's a new way ESPN could make lemonade out of lemons from the Sharpe debacle, hiring Chad Ochocinco, Sharpe's Nightcap podcast partner, with on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. Again, by dropping, we already know $57 million, blah, 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 blah. Think about it. ESPN can try to retain Shannon's audience without Shannon. One source with direct knowledge of between ESPN and Sharpe told Front Office on Thursday, if they slide Chad in there, it might appease them with NFL season. It might appease them when NFL season really starts. Adding a former ESPN executive, it would be smart. It would be smart. Now, again, I'm reading through the entire article. Now, right now, this is just rumors. It could be a possibility, but how ironic and how funny would it be that if Chad Ochocinco were to be the one to replace Shannon Sharpe, that is what Shannon Sharpe deserves. Because Shannon Sharpe, at one point in time, was all over Chad Ochocinco's case about professionalism. He was on his ass about him being a few minutes late to start the show. He was on his crew that, oh, the audio wasn't right, the camera wasn't set, this is out of focus, there's something wrong with the graphics. He was on them, and you saw that it made on air when they were doing their YouTube show. Now, the same guy that you were on his ass about professionalism is going to be the same one to replace your ass on a show on a network that you got fired from. You see how karma comes knocking at you in a different way? This is what happens when you run your mouth and you think you better than everybody. Now, listen, had Shannon Sharpe, not been fucking a 20-year-old OnlyFans thought showing her booty hole for $5.99, then him saying that and being on Chad Ochocinco's case about professionalism would be 100% valid. But it's not, because you were doing dirty shit behind closed doors when the cameras weren't rolling. But you on this man's case for showing up to the YouTube show a few minutes late. And when he gave you explanation, you said, oh, that's not good enough. Now he could be the same man that replaces you on a network that let your ass go. This is what happens again when you talk shit about people and your ducks are not in a row. Karma comes at you in 10 different ways, and you never know when it's going to hit you the hardest. Now, how would that relationship be between Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco? I think Shannon Sharpe would be a little bit slighted, knowing that, damn, ESPN let me go and then they hire my co-host. I mean, anybody would feel a type of way, because you could arguably make a statement that, well, Shannon Sharpe kind of made Chad Ochocinco because he pitched this idea with them, brought him on the show, and now he's going to be the guy to replace him, all because ESPN, yes, they let you go, but they still want to keep your audience through your co-host. If that isn't wicked, nasty work, I don't fucking know what is. But everybody had to know this, and let's be real. I'm going to end this video with this point and with this last statement. Shannon Sharpe knew he was on thin ice with ESPN after that fucking leaked Instagram live of him having sex with somebody. Now, you didn't see him having sex, but you heard the sex noises. Obviously, we all know ESPN is a very button-up company. They do not want any horrible PR images at all. Hell, ESPN, under the Disney umbrella, started the whole woke left bullshit lunaticness with the whole pronouns and fucking men can use women's bathroom, all that ridiculous shit. ESPN definitely had a conversation with Shannon Sharpe and said, yo, if you have one more incident like that, it's curtains, because they just hired you. You weren't with the company for 2 full years, and then you have a scandal like that happen on your own Instagram live, where you're not seeing, where you're here having sex with somebody. How the fuck do you actually go on Instagram live and do something like that? You actually have to go on the app, then go to the circle, then click live, and then click OK. So he knew he was on thin ice, especially too within that 2-3 year time span. He got fired from Fox, and there's been alleged rumors and reports that Shannon Sharpe had quite a bit of an HR resume building up at Fox, that he was this, he was that, especially in that alleged rape lawsuit, that he was choking out, former women who worked behind the scenes at the Undisputed Show back at Fox, doing all type of sexual assault stuff. Now, again, it was all allegation. He said, she said, but that was out there. Now you have this incident of you, having sex on Instagram Live, and now this 3 strikes, you're out. Now, what's Shannon Sharpe going to do next? He has his popular nightcap show that's doing big numbers. He has Club Shay Shay, where he brings on, celebrity figures that's going to continue to do big numbers. Hopefully, he saved a lot of his fucking money, because he's going to, and that's going to be now his main source of income, with him no longer being on ESPN and him losing out on $100 million Stephen A. Smith type of money. How the fuck? I hope that pussy was worth it, man. I hope that white, unseasoned, under 25-year-old pussy was worth you giving her $50 million. And not only cost you 50 M's, it costs you 100 M's. It costs you your job at ESPN and possibly your reputation and damn near some more sponsorships. Because let's be real. Hey, we all know his podcast, his YouTube shows are doing great numbers. Millions upon millions of views. I think he has over 1 million subscribers on both channels separately. He is an independent media personality, an influencer. He has done that on his own. But now, if you want to get the real money, you want sponsorships, you want brand deals, you want endorsements, they probably might have that same woke mindset that Disney has. They say, oh, we don't want to give Shannon Sharpe and his production company $50, $100 million. And this guy is getting involved in rape allegation lawsuits and fucking going on Instagram Live having sex. And we hear about, rumors and reports about him liking choking women backstage. They don't want to be associated with that. So you have to understand, yo, man, you a black man in America. Dot your T's, dot your I's, and cross your ducks together. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. And so now, cost you the bag. Money that you can never, ever get back. And let's be real, Shannon Sharpe only made what? Like $22-something million his entire NFL career? He had to get double from that to pay this fucking girl. So he made that OnlyFans stop by the name of Gabrielle Zaniga. He retired her before he retired his own family. He gave her generational wealth before he gave his own family generational wealth. And again, as much blame as we're giving to Shannon Sharpe, rightfully so, we ain't gonna hear a peep, an ounce of criticism from that 20-year-old thought. Because she retired off OnlyFans, took his money, and you're never gonna hear from her ever again. She don't ever have to show her booty hole for $5.99 on the internet for a whole bunch of strangers ever fucking again. So I hope that dry pussy, that unseasoned white pussy was worth it, Shannon. You know better than that. And she knew better than that too, but she knew exactly what she was doing because she saw you as a cash grab and you fell for it. And you are always the one going on your podcast telling man, yo, be smarter than that. Watch, stay away from these hoes. Yet you're not practicing what you preach. And now this, somebody has to have like Shannon Sharpe's voodoo because he just settled for 50 M's. 50 M's. And now this man is getting sued again. Somebody who has Shannon Sharpe's voodoo, enough is enough, give it back to him. They're definitely trying to run this man's pockets dry. Somebody, whether it was High Forces up there that said, oh, Shannon Sharpe going to get paid $100 million, Stephen A. Smith type money. Oh, yeah, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. And now all this is happening. Could this be karma? Could this be jealous? Could this be envious? Maybe so. But hey, you would never put yourself in this situation if you played your cards right. Again, anytime you give somebody a settlement and offer a settlement, that is an ounce of guilt. Because why? He said when it first came out, oh, this is just a shakedown. She wants money. She's broken, this and that. Okay, cool. If somebody is accusing you as something as devastating and a reputation killer as rape, I don't give a fuck if it's a middle class or a poor person. You take them to court and you take every single thing that they have, whether it's the clothes on their backs, the last shoelace that they have, because a rape allegation could be a career ender. Even an allegation can end somebody's career. Look what happened with Jonathan Majors with him with that fucking ex girlfriend of his. Hell, look at what happened with Leonardo DiCaprio. So even an allegation, rape allegation, yo, man, let me just pay $10 million for this to go away. Oh, hell no. You accusing me of something as disgusting and despicable as that, I'm coming after every fucking thing you own. Whether it's the last cup in your house, the curtains in your bathroom, or the last shoelace on your foot. You take everything and make sure you leave a message out to the public. I will not have my name slandered in this remark. Because that right there, the R word, that rape allegation, man, even the thought of an allegation, especially in the cancel culture environment that we live in, is enough for somebody to lose their fucking job and millions of fucking dollars unceremoniously. But I digress. I talked about this for almost 18 minutes. What do you guys think about Shannon Sharpe's comments? What do you guys think about Shannon Sharpe being sued again for $20 million over false statements about this woman going through a divorce when she was single at the time? So this is going nowhere. And what do you think about Chad Ochocinco possibly being Shannon Sharpe's replacement on ESPN First Take? Leave your comments down below. Smash like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, follow us on our social media platforms at the bottom. I will catch you guys later. Stay safe, be smart, stay away from these thoughts and hoes. I'll catch you guys later.